Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar on Pinterest Moments. Just a quick note before we start, please use the audio settings buttons in the bottom left corner to adjust your audio options or open this meeting directly in Zoom using the link. Okay, let's get started. I'm Alyssa Brown, a US agency lead here at Pinterest. I've been at Pinterest about 3 years this month, which is exciting, and oversee Omnicom in the US under our global agency team. Today, I'm joined by four of my incredible colleagues whom you'll be hearing from over the course of this webinar. In the next 30 minutes, we're going to help you learn how to create your media strategy for moments on Pinterest. First, we'll talk about why Pinterest is a place for moments. Second, we'll unpack the types of moments on Pinterest and show you how you can embrace a moment for your brand. Third, we'll guide you through building moment strategy using best practices. And finally, we'll wrap up with some resources and Q&A. When it comes to seasonal marketing on Pinterest, there's no one season for success. From big holidays to personal milestones, people on Pinterest are always looking ahead to something special. Some moments you'll find on any marketing calendar like Thanksgiving or national holidays, but many moments are more personal, like birthdays or a girls' night out. Whatever the moment, you'll find it here on Pinterest. So as you build your 2025 marketing plans and 2026, think beyond the traditional calendar. Now let's talk more about your brand and how they can harness the power of Pinterest. We're all living in a new era of search, and how people search is dramatically changing. In the evolving world of online search, you will need a strategy that helps you inspire users who want a more visual and social search experience. Personalization and diverse viewpoints are a motivator for people who turn to social media for search. In fact, 65% of Gen Z and millennials find social media as the best way to get different perspectives or learn about something. Also, 83% say they prefer to learn about topics through visual formats such as video. And 45% of people age 18 to 24 say they go to social media first to find what they're looking for. That being said, with people using social media for search, Pinterest is best positioned for your brand to bring search and discovery together. It's the place where you can build a future-forward strategy to life in an evolving search landscape. On Pinterest, search is personal and highly visual, making it an ideal place for your brand to enter when people are discovering new products and considering their purchases. With 96% of top searches unbranded, your opportunity is here. And Pinterest is where you can find people with purchase intent. In fact, 43% of weekly Pinterest users spend more per year than people on any other platform. And with Pinterest, you'll find it's truly an all-in-one search platform. People can discover brand new ideas or seek inspiration in a highly visual and deeply relevant experience that's both engaging and personal. So when they're ready to buy, they can make a purchase and make that purchase decision right from the platform. It's a seamless experience for the consumer. As users shift away from traditional search and onto social media, your brands will have to shift too. To capture this fragmentation and monumental shift, you should diversify your ad spend and embrace strategies that are personal and visual first. Include Pinterest in your search strategy and layer in low risk, high reward investments on top of your primary drivers. This is an opportunity to target key audiences early in their journey and capture the momentum as search behaviors continue to evolve. You can future-proof your strategy on Pinterest. As a marketer, you're under greater pressure than ever to drive performance in this changing landscape, and you're challenged to do more with less. So you're looking for every competitive edge possible. AI, while running campaigns on the same platforms and investing your marketing dollars in ways that can feel proven and safer. But times are different. And the truth is, the media landscape has shifted. Brand safety is brand critical, but alone it's not enough. Today, positivity is the amplifier you need to drive better performance and gain the competitive edge you're looking for in a shifting media landscape. In a recent research study we conducted with Magna, the research shows that people are likely to take action on positive ad platforms. Not only did people's perception of a brand improve on positive platforms, but they were also more ready to do something about it. As a result, positively viewed platforms can be up to 94% more impactful in driving purchase intent compared to platforms viewed as non-positive. As marketers, we know that purchase intent really matters. So, what are ways on Pinterest and how we can help you future-proof your strategy and stay ahead of the changing landscape? Easy, by connecting you and your audience on Pinterest for the most relevant moments to meet your business goals. So let's take a look at some of the moments you can leverage. People come to Pinterest to plan for all kinds of moments, from wedding and vacations to manicures and recipes. Think of them as occasions that fall into three main categories: everyday, calendar, and life moments. Everyday moments are those evergreen events that can occur any day of the year, like a date night or a day trip. Calendar moments can take place throughout the year and can reflect national, cultural, religious interests like Christmas and Valentine's Day. Calendar moments are also broken down further into 5 additional categories, including national holidays, seasonal, identity, religious holidays, and cultural or historical events. Life moments are celebrations of meaningful milestones such as weddings, anniversaries, buying a home, and more. With that, let's learn more about activating moments for your brand, and I'm excited to pass this over to Carla. Carla, take it away.
All right. Thanks, Alyssa. I'm Carla Clayman, a senior industry manager on the retail fashion team here at Pinterest. And people use Pinterest for a broad range of moments, giving your brand opportunities any time of the year. So let's dive into our recommended approach for creating a moment strategy on Pinterest. When it comes to building a strategy for Pinterest, we recommend taking a 3-step approach. The first step is to review your previous performance in your Pinterest foundations in order to ensure you're setting your campaigns up for success. The second step is to align, and you do that by defining success and identifying your moment's KPIs. And finally, the third step is to prepare. You can do that by documenting your testing plans and the product experiments that you want to run ahead of your moment's launch in order to gather key learnings for the peak season. So let's begin by revisiting what you have set up already and making sure that you have a solid foundation in place. First, you'll want to use Seasonal Trends feature in the Pinterest Trends tool to see which interests and search terms typically reappear year after year after year. Then you'll review trends for key moments and assess how your strategy aligns with these seasonal peaks. And finally, you'll leverage these insights to plan your marketing content early, ensuring it's ready when trends are at their highest. If you're a brand with a product catalog, you'll also want to lay a foundation by uploading a product feed or catalog to Pinterest. When you upload your catalog to the platform, it can really help you drive auction favorability and increase your relevance and reach. In fact, when advertisers have larger feeds on the platform, they tend to also have higher ROAS, up to 3.8x times higher than advertisers that have smaller feeds. When you upload a catalog, ensure you have a healthy feed. The healthier your catalog, the better your results will be. Before your moment season kicks off, we recommend investing the time to optimize your feed health by doing 3 things. First, making sure your product titles are relevant. Second, creating a detailed product descriptions. And third, adding high quality imagery. Taking the time to do this optimization is really worth the effort. It can drive increased relevancy and reach, as well as help improve engagement, as well as qualified traffic. Next, we recommend getting everybody on the same page and aligned to the same goals for your moment. This means defining what success means for your brand and ensuring everyone on your team shares that same understanding what it looks like ahead of your campaign launch. As you align on your KPIs, You'll want to decide if you'll use things like automation in order to better align with your goals and determine if you'll incorporate Pinterest AI capabilities into your planning for the year. Pinterest Performance Plus puts all of the best automation capabilities we have right at your fingertips, while ensuring that you keep full control and visibility over the experience. You can choose from individual solutions like Performance Plus budgets, targeting, bidding, or ROAS bidding, as well as creative to help you with specific goals. Or you can enable Performance Plus campaigns that help you drive optimizations across consideration, conversion, and catalog sales campaign types. Next, we recommend aligning your business goals and marketing objectives with specific measurement sources. This will unlock visibility, compounding the power of your alignment on your overall moments goals, and will also help ensure that you can account for every investment you make on the platform this year. For example, you can leverage Pinterest measurement tools such as brand lift and conversion lift studies for growing awareness or acquiring new customers. And you can use our Ads Manager insights alongside your measurement source of truth to uncover additional insights for your campaigns. Lastly, we recommend preparing for moments with the tools you need before the peak even starts. For example, document your testing and experiment plans and include them in your alignment strategy in order to prepare. Create a plan for how you'll scale and optimize your high-quality content. And finally, explore opportunities to drive performance across the funnel, not just in one way and not just with one audience. One way to prepare is with our promotion ads, which help Pinterest users take action once they've found that absolutely perfect product. Merchants and retailers can now manually activate time-bound promotions on standard or shopping ads, which enhance the relevance of your ads and promotions on Pinterest and automatically show your promotions to people who've engaged with your content or with similar products in the past. We also recently launched our A/B testing product to help you optimize your strategies and prove the value of your ads. With A/B testing, you can get deeper audience insights, which can lead to a better return on your ad spend. So we recommend using this tool to help you make data-driven decisions that drive performance. Now, let's turn to a few major calendar moments on Pinterest: summer, back to school, and winter. By using the 3 steps we just discussed, you can build a successful marketing strategy on the Pinterest platform. As we walk through each moment, think about which ones you'll want to lean into for your brand. And with that, I'm passing the baton to Amy, who'll walk you through our summer opportunities.
Thank you, Carla. Hi, I'm Amy Janis, an Insight Solutions lead, and this summer marks my first year here at Pinterest. Our team on Insight Solutions analyzes audience insights to uncover the moments that matter most to users, from big holidays, personal milestones, to everyday inspiration, and how Pinterest helps people plan for them. Let's dive into some highlights and insights for summer moments on Pinterest. But before we dive in, let's get a pulse on how much you know about moments. Use the webinar console and answer the following question. When do people on Pinterest start planning for summer? Let's take a few more seconds to answer. Okay, looks like most people selected April. Great, let's see what the answer is. That's right, the answer is April. Search data shows us that people start planning for summer beginning in April. That's right, people on Pinterest have already started planning for summer this year. And we also have intel on what people are searching for during their summer planning. And we'll show you some insights and examples. Here's a snapshot of search data for major US national holidays. Because people use Pinterest to plan ahead, our data shows that searches for key summer holidays begin to peak months in advance. In fact, searches for Father's Day, Juneteenth, and the 4th of July can start as early as April or May. Summer is also known for its seasonal events, such as the festival season, which can include music festivals like Lollapalooza. Again, peak searches can happen as early as April and go well into October. Other summer moments are aligned with identity events such as Pride Month and Nurses Day. We see here that planning once again starts in April. Now, let's look at some key search terms for a few big summer moments. We'll also share creative thought starters and show you how your brand can use visual best practices to engage your audience. When it comes to summer, one of the major calendar holidays, of course, is 4th of July. You can help your audience make the most of the 4th with stars and stripes for inspiration in verticals such as fashion or food. Also use storytelling and authenticity to connect with your audience for parties or dessert ideas. Next, as we mentioned, people on Pinterest are already planning for summer, including their 2025 festival lineups. Inspire them with outfit, hair, and makeup ideas, as well as travel and camping essentials. For your creative, use lifestyle images such as outdoor gatherings with friends or concert fashion inspiration. Finally, Pride Month is an identity moment that shines bright during the summer months. Inspire self-expression and individuality with style tips, colorful outfits, and makeup ideas. Use videos or images with bright contrasting colors to boost visibility and engagement. Now let's look at a few ideas for creating your marketing strategy for summer. No matter what summer moment you want to embrace, you can leverage the purchase intent of people on Pinterest. Across categories, weekly Pinterest users spend more time than non-users during the summer, signaling an eagerness to enhance their summer experience. This presents a valuable opportunity to reach an engaged audience eager to discover and purchase products to make the summer season more fulfilling. Lean into direct, adjacent, or unexpected moments to bring a new and fresh perspective to your marketing. Direct moments are tied to specific calendar dates or life events, naturally highlighting your product or brand's value. Adjacent moments occur near these dates, allowing you to reach your audience while they search. Unexpected moments introduce your product in less predictable ways, highlighting unique use cases. Shown here are some thought starters for summer to help you visualize using these moments in your campaigns. Once you've chosen your direct, adjacent, or unexpected moments, select 2 to 3 ideas to focus on for your brand. When planning for summer moments, consider a 6-week flight duration and allocate more time to conversions during the height of summer to maximize on action intent. Now, let's take a look at how 7-Eleven drove inspiration for Gen Z audiences during the summer months. 7-Eleven aimed to rebrand Slurpee drinks and boost Gen Z engagement both online and in stores. Using vivid imagery and a clear CTA, the campaign encouraged self-expression through unique flavor choices. The ads launched ahead of Slurpee Day on July 11th, when free Slurpee drinks are given out nationwide. This approach effectively showcased Slurpee drinks as a fun way to express individuality while delivering strong results. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Charlotte to talk about back-to-school opportunities.
Thank you, Amy. My name is Charlotte Morris, and I've just celebrated my 1-year anniversary at Pinterest. I'm on the Insight Solutions team supporting retail, which means that it's my job to analyze pinner behavior and understand how pinners shop, including for key moments like back to school. Back to school is all about reinvention, and Pinterest outranks other platforms as the place where people feel creative when browsing and shopping for back to school. And they use Pinterest to get ideas and recommendations for what to buy. As late summer approaches and summer days start to dwindle, you can take advantage of back-to-school searches. People begin planning as early as June and into the fall season. With class back in session, your brand can help parents and students feel prepared with school and tech essentials. People search for dorm room storage solutions or apps to keep them organized. Parents may search for lunch ideas and, of course, that forever favorite back-to-school style. Use bright and contrasting color in your pins as a way to engage and captivate parents or students searching for ideas. Shopping for the new school year is more than just buying supplies. Parents and Gen Z students search for inspiration that helps them stay ahead of the trends. Whether it's a perfect pair of sneakers or a pristine notebook, the new school year reflects a fresh start. Now let's move on to some strategy tips for back to school. Here are a few thought starters for direct, adjacent, and unexpected moments for back-to-school opportunities. Leverage back-to-school direct moments by showcasing the essentials. Keep the momentum going with adjacent moments like dorm room Halloween ideas to reach people when they're searching. Tap into other key moments like Mother's Day to highlight a unique use case for your brand. We recommend choosing 2 to 3 ideas to activate for your back-to-school campaigns. Now, when it comes to back to school, weekly Pinterest users consistently outspend non-users across categories. Nearly 9 in 10 weekly users plan to maintain or increase their spending compared to the previous year. Leverage this as an opportunity to reach an audience that's eager to discover and purchase products for the new school year. When planning for back to school, consider a 3-month flight duration. Allocate more to conversion spend before school starts to capture Pinners' purchase intent. Now let's take a look at how Nike connected with fashion-loving Gen Z audiences as an example. Nike used the collage format to boost sales and store visits from Gen Z fashion enthusiasts. Brands can use Pinterest collages to create collage visuals by cutting out and remixing products, tagging them for easy shopping, and promoting them as ads. Nike worked with the online studio and PMG to create authentic, relevant ads that resonated with Gen Z. Their collages showcased products and reflected how Gen Z curates their personal style on Pinterest, leading to lower CPMs and higher shopping engagement. And with that, let's move on to winter, one of the biggest opportunities of the year, which Ashley will talk you through.
Thank you, Charlotte. Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley Cook, a senior creative strategist here at Pinterest. I've been here for 6.5 years and currently work on all things tech, telco, and entertainment. Unlike other platforms, Pinterest attracts people who are actively planning for the holidays. We'll be hosting an in-depth holiday webinar later this year, so stay tuned for more details. For now, we're going to highlight a few major winter opportunities. When the weather starts to shift and people plan for those big winter moments, you can see that there are a few holidays that stand out. For example, people start planning for Christmas in July, with peak searches heading into mid-September. And winter moments continue into the new year with several seasonal opportunities that go all the way into the spring. Although these late winter and early spring moments have passed, consider how you can include them in next year's strategy. And keep the momentum going with New Year, New You campaigns, or by leveraging other seasonal moments like Valentine's Day and major sports game days. We can't talk about winter without mentioning the major holiday moments that take place during the season, right? So we can jumpstart the holiday shopping season with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We can create gift guides, promote deals, and run limited time savings ads to drive action. Next, celebrate the magic of winter holidays with heartwarming traditions and festive cheer. Help Pinterest users create that perfect holiday season. And finally, inspire a fresh start in the new year with New Year, New Me campaigns and highlight journaling, meditation, cold weather skincare, new recipes, and fun workout gear. Now, let's take a look at a few other opportunities for winter that lead up to the holiday season and beyond. Before winter kicks into gear, there are some adjacent winter moments leading up to the holiday season. First, inspire your audience with Halloween haunts, from super sweet to stunningly spooky. You can share ideas for creative costumes, pumpkin-inspired drinks and treats, and spellbinding parties with memorable themes. Next, help people on Pinterest create the perfect day for gathering together, sharing gratitude, and enjoying favorite family recipes. From menu planning and tablescapes to fun conversation starters, offer classic inspiration for Thanksgiving dinners of all shapes and sizes. And then finally, make the 2026 watch party a huge win with ideas for touchdown snack spreads for the big game day. Keep the excitement going with ideas for other seasonal sports to encourage pinners to cheer for their teams all year long. Pro tip, pay attention to how your ad looks alongside the other pins to ensure it seamlessly fits amid a competitive feed. Now, before we wrap up with winter opportunities, we'll give you some ideas for a winter strategy. Here are a few thought starters for aligning your brand with winter opportunities. We can use direct winter moments like major game days to spark brand discovery, or target adjacent moments such as Memorial Day to reach out to audiences during party planning, or even highlight unexpected moments like summer barbecues to drive sales for the summer season. We want to choose 2 to 3 ideas that best align with your brand. As mentioned, we're going to take a deeper dive into the holidays during our holiday webinar this summer, so stay tuned. For now, here's a preview of holiday search insights. While peak searches begin in October, it's best to start planning in July to ensure you're prepared for peak season. We want to capture that shopping intent through the new year and reach those still seeking deals. Here's an example of a recommended weekly budget for this major shopping time of the year. Consider a 6-month flight duration when planning for the holidays beginning in the summer. Now, let's take a look at how Urban Outfitters use Pinterest shopping solutions to reach more Millennial and Gen Z holiday buyers. They wanted to split their ad budget between people purchasing their own holiday gifts and people, or their own holiday outfits, and people purchasing gifts. They decided to run ads against both goals, optimizing the creative and targeting to make sure that they were reaching the right kinds of shoppers. By using direct links, they made it even easier for people to visit their site and check out, which helped potential customers get inspired and act all within the same session. Now, let's check in with everyone on Pinterest moments this far. We've discussed a few of Pinterest's major moments and want to get a feel for your understanding. So using that poll feature, let's talk and answer the following question. Which one of these choices is a seasonal moment? The big game day, Father's Day, Pride, or Christmas? Let's take a few more seconds to answer. Okay, it looks like most people have picked Christmas. Let's see what the answer is. It's the big game day. Surprising, shocking, I know. So let's leverage this seasonal moment as an opportunity for your brand and go from there. Now, let's wrap up with a few key takeaways from today. So to recap, we want to use a 3-step approach to future-proof your moment strategy in an evolving search landscape. So 1, review your current strategy and ensure you have a solid foundation before the season starts to peak. 2, align your KPIs by defining success and establish a measurement strategy. And 3, finally, with your foundation and measurement plans in place, document a testing and experimentation strategy to prepare for launch. We want to thank you so much for your attention today. Please give us your feedback by scanning this QR code on the screen to fill out a brief survey. We'll be sending a follow-up email with today's recording and our Moments Planning Toolkit with the guidance we discussed today and additional insights. Now, I know we covered a lot of information today, so we'll take a few minutes to answer some questions. Alyssa, I think you're going to take the first one.
Thanks, Ashley. Yes, this is a great question, and I think it'll actually answer some of the Q&A questions in the chat as well. Where can beginners find resources, inspiration, support, or step-by-step guidance for learning and growing on Pinterest? So, excellent question. Beginners can find resources and guidance on Pinterest Academy, which is one of my favorite assets that we have. It has a plethora of information in easy to use tutorials. Also, you can find out tons of information at the Pinterest business site. It's business.pinterest.com. These resources offer a guidance on everything from basic account setup to advanced brand building and audience growth strategies. But when in doubt, if you do have a Pinterest lead or contact, please feel free to reach out to us. We are more than happy to accommodate and help you with any questions you may have. So thank you. Great question.
Thank you, Alyssa. I'm going to take the next one, which is how do I create pins and content that truly stand out and drive business? We want creative tips, image composition, effective wording, design formats. You want it all. Great, great, great question. I love talking about this. So first and foremost, we want to see a vertical canvas with lifestyle imagery that tends to perform better. Logos that pop that are preferably on the top 2/3 of a pin with text that's legible. Remember, most of our traffic is mobile. If you're going to have tiny text, no one's really going to be able to see or read or figure out what's going on. Remember, of course, to tap into the moments that we talked about today. Trends are also your friends. And of course, more in-depth tips can be found on our business site. And with that, I will pass it to Carla.
Yeah, thanks, Ashley. So the first question I got was, how can I efficiently promote and sell through seasonal events, milestones, or special calendar moments on Pinterest? Love this question. So to efficiently promote and sell around seasonal events or special moments that are happening on Pinterest, you'll want to plan your content ahead and start pinning really early too. You'll want to start pinning about 1 to 2 months in advance of the event taking place. You'll also want to create just really inspiring pins that highlight your products in the context of the season or the occasion. So lean into those seasonal trends, lean into those seasonal moments in your photography. And you'll also want to use relevant keywords and hashtags. Finally, you'll want to tap into Pinterest trends to see what your audience is searching for and consider running targeted ads around those key dates. So I really feel like by aligning your content with what people are planning, you're going to boost your visibility and your sales during those moments that are important to you and your brand. I have one more question coming through from my side, and that is, what is the best way to connect and sell to international audiences if my business is based in a different country than my main market? Pinterest has recently expanded to many more markets, so really timely question. The best way to connect and sell to international audiences is to tailor your content to the target market. So you'll want to use their language, relevant keywords, and imagery that will resonate locally. You'll also want to make sure that your website and checkout processes support international visitors and leverage any Pinterest ad targeting tools to reach specific countries if you're promoting your content on the platform. Consistently sharing just really inspiring, really localized content is also important. It's going to help you attract and engage a global audience effectively, even from afar. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Amy.
Thank you so much, Carla. I have a great question here. It is, what trends should I watch for in my specific industry, region, or market, and including seasonal and demographic trends for 2025? Really just to stay ahead in all the trends in your industry, your region, your market. Trends are your friends. Consumer trends are important to keep an eye out for, as Ashley and Carla already mentioned. At Pinterest, we really have a unique window into what's next. Our audience comes to Pinterest with a planning mindset, which gives us early signals about emerging trends. So we have a variety of different resources that can help you understand these trends. And so I'll tell you about a couple of them here. So one of them is the Pinterest Predicts, which is our annual trend report. And in that trend report, we're already seeing really interesting trends like pickle fixes, bold cherry reds, and even chaotic cakes, which are taking off this year. And it really shows that people are embracing this bold expression and maximalism really across categories. So you can visit pinterestpredicts.com to explore the full report there and see how you can incorporate these trends into your strategy. The other one I wanted to mention is the self-serve tool, which is called Pinterest Trends. This really tells you by multiple different items like your audience, demographics, as well as seasonality. And you can find that at trends.pinterest.com. And I think we have one more question that Charlotte is going to take on.
Thanks, Amy. Our last and final question's about ad formats. Someone asked, are video pins necessary for reach, or can other formats still succeed? And what we found is that pinners are more likely to respond more favorably to a collection of content experiences that are really designed to help them at every stage of their path to purchase. All of our available ad products do have some nuances that help you and your audience find the right source and the right amount of inspiration. So because of this, some formats are actually more impactful than others at different stages of the purchase process. When it comes to driving awareness and really grabbing pinners' attention, you're right to think video first. Motion really helps content stand out in feed, and pinners are really consuming more video than ever before. Our Premier Spotlight ad format is really the best option for spreading wide-scale awareness on Pinterest. And I'll pass it back over to Ashley.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Charlotte. That wraps up our Moments webinar. As a reminder, we'll share a follow-up email with this recording, and thank you again for joining us. Have a great day, great weekend. Bye.